Don't forget to check out my new sponsor, Dubby Energy. Use code Aries11 for 7 at www.dub.gg for your exclusive 30% off discount. Link is in the description. Stay tuned to the end of this video to reveal the mystery I've placed in our video today. Ahoy there, nautical truth seekers. My name is Aries Ezra, your decorated skipper on board this voyage with you, and you have just boarded the illustrious ship Nautical Awakenings, where we have daily deep dives into Esoterica and sail vastly into the waters of truth. Today, we're plunging into one of the most fundamental questions of existence: who is really in control of your brain? Is it you, your subconscious, your environment, or something far more mysterious? Prepare yourself, because we're about to embark on a journey that fuses cutting-edge neuroscience with the esoteric mysteries of the mind. Anchors aweigh, my little barnacles. Let's start with what science tells us. Your brain, a 3-pound mass of neural tissue, is a network of 86 billion neurons firing in harmony, creating your thoughts, emotions, and decisions. But here's the shocking truth: most of what you think, feel, and do is governed by your subconscious mind. Neuroscientists estimate that a staggering 95% of your decisions happen below the surface, in the realm of unconscious processes. You think you're in control, but your brain is running on autopilot, responding to deeply ingrained habits, genetic programming, and external stimuli. Take, for example, the famous Libet experiment. In the 1980s, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet discovered that your brain makes decisions before you're even aware of them. Before you consciously decide to move your hand, the brain has already initiated the movement. So, are you truly making choices, or are you just the last to know? If that isn't eerie enough, consider the split brain phenomenon. In cases where the corpus callosum, the bridge between the brain's hemispheres, is severed, the two halves of the brain can function independently, almost as if there are two separate consciousnesses in one body. There have been cases where one hand will button up a shirt, while the other hand simultaneously unbuttons it. One side of the brain recognizes a familiar face, while the other does not. This raises profound questions about identity and control. Are you one unified being, or a collection of separate selves, each vying for dominance? Now, let's drift into the esoteric. Many ancient traditions, from the Hermetic teachings to Eastern mysticism, have long claimed that the mind is not the originator of thought, but a receiver of it. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth suggest that the brain acts as an interface between the material and the divine, translating cosmic wisdom into human perception. Some teachings even suggest that thoughts themselves are external forces, entities, or energetic imprints that influence you, shaping your reality. This idea starts to make even more sense when we dive into quantum consciousness. Physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff proposed that consciousness might emerge from quantum processes within the microtubules of brain cells. If true, this means consciousness is not just a byproduct of neural activity, but something far more fundamental, possibly even tied to the very fabric of reality itself. Some esoteric traditions have long claimed that human thought can influence the quantum field, which would mean that mastering one's mind could literally alter the nature of reality itself. This brings us to a concept that will truly shatter your perception of control: the idea that your consciousness is not confined to your brain at all. The HeartMath Institute has shown that the heart generates an electromagnetic field more powerful than the brain's, suggesting that intuition and emotion might actually be guiding forces, with the brain merely translating the experience. In other words, the you that you believe is in control may be nothing more than an interpreter of a greater, unseen intelligence. The illusion of the ego. But what if even this sense of self, this that observes and experiences life, is merely an illusion? Many spiritual traditions argue that the ego is a construct a collection of memories, conditioning, and survival mechanisms that masquerade as an autonomous entity. Neuroscientific studies back this up, showing that our sense of a continuous self is a narrative the brain constructs rather than an inherent truth. In deep meditative states, psychedelic experiences, or moments of ego death, individuals report feeling a dissolution of this self, revealing a vast, interconnected awareness that transcends individual identity. Could it be that the greatest trick of the mind is convincing us that we are separate from the greater whole? And let's not forget the influence of external forces. Social conditioning, advertising, mass media, and even the very language we use act as subtle programming mechanisms. Esoteric traditions warn of thought parasites, non-physical entities that feed on fear, anxiety, and low vibrations. Could it be that much of what we believe to be our own thoughts are actually echoes of societal conditioning or external energetic influences? The Gnostics certainly thought so, warning about the Archons, beings that manipulate perception and keep humanity asleep within the illusion of control. The digital age and thought manipulation. Adding another layer to this, let's examine how modern technology has amplified these influences. With the rise of social media and artificial intelligence, our thought patterns are being shaped more than ever before. Algorithms dictate what information we see, subtly reinforcing our biases and beliefs. Advertisers and corporations leverage neuroscience and psychology to create hyper-targeted messaging, ensuring that we remain engaged, reactive, and ultimately easy to manipulate. The digital age has given rise to a new form of mind control, not through direct force, but through carefully curated environments that shape behavior without the individual even realizing it. If we are to reclaim control over our minds, we must become hyper-aware of these external influences and actively challenge the narratives being fed to us. Expanding upon this idea, let's consider how trauma and ancestral memory play a role in shaping the mind. Modern neuroscience suggests that trauma rewires the brain, embedding survival-based patterns deep into the subconscious. But esoteric teachings take this even further, claiming that trauma can be passed down through generations, stored within our very DNA. This aligns with studies in epigenetics, where researchers have found evidence that the emotional experiences of ancestors can influence gene expression in their descendants. This means that some of your fears, tendencies, and thought patterns might not even be yours. They may be echoes of those who came before you. If so, breaking free from these cycles of thought requires deep introspection and conscious rewiring of the mind. Speaking of breaking free from illusion, if you want to fuel your mind and body with clean energy that won't cloud your consciousness, then Dubby is the way to go. Unlike other conventional energy drinks filled with sugar, artificial chemicals, and that weird aftertaste which is designed to mess with your focus, Dubby provides pure, jitter-free energy. It's made with neuro-enhancing nootropics, approved by the Australian government where the product originates, that keep your brain sharp and alert. Use my link in the description and enter the code Aries11 for 7 for a 30% discount on your order. Thank you for supporting the channel while keeping your mind and body in top shape. Get energized the Dubby way. Now, back to the program, Salty Sailors. So, what does this all mean? Are you a sovereign being with free will, or are you a puppet dancing to the unseen rhythms of subconscious programs, energetic forces, and societal constructs? Perhaps the answer lies in awareness. The more you understand the forces at play, the more you can reclaim the captain's seat of your own mind. Meditation, mindfulness, and conscious intention may be the tools to override the autopilot and step into true sovereignty. Until next time, nautical truth seekers, fair winds and following seas. Peace, love, and harmony to all on earth.